First thing in the morning. How's it going, Sheldon?
I don't know. I'm just taking it apart to see if I can get it fixed. Just cleaning the insides a little bit. It's not firing properly, so I've watched a few YouTube videos. And so far, everything that they've shown me on the YouTube videos doesn't look like it's the problem. So, I don't know. I think that's classic. So,
That is kind of classic.
I'm going to just clean the insides, and then I'm going to put it back together and hope and pray that it works.
Why do you want it to work so badly?
Well, I want to go outside and finish my windows. And old school nailing and framing is not my favorite thing to do. Takes way longer.
That's true.
I'm spoiled.
We were stuck doing that last time because this air nailer just conked out on us, and so we are now hoping that we can fix it, because today was a day planned to just work on the greenhouse, get all the windows framed up, especially, or our goal is to get it framed up, the ones on the front wall, right? The ones facing the south wall. Yeah. We had to frame up one window just by hammer and nails, and that slowed us down so big time. So we're hoping that this is not what we're going to have to deal with today. And I don't know if Sheldon feels the same way as I do, but I'd still be willing to hammer it out by hand if it meant we could be working outside.
We'll see.
And this is what we're going to be working in. It's not nearly as warm as what it was. And you can see the snow is coming down. So we'll just dress a little warmer because we have a deadline. We need to get it done. Well, here we go. I'm like double layered and we're ready to try and help Sheldon work. So he worked probably about an hour or two on trying to fix that pass loader, and it didn't happen. So we're going old school, everyone. Hammer and nails, hammer and nails. I offered Sheldon that, we could tag team, and we could go ahead and I'll cut the pieces. Listen. Oh, never mind. I'll cut the pieces. Whoa. And he nail everything in by hand, but it's like, I can't promise you that the cuts are gonna be straight. Yeah, so he laughed at me, and I think he's gonna try and do it himself. But I do want to help somehow, so I'm gonna figure it out what I can do. So Sheldon's a bearer of bad news. There's one thing about making this greenhouse beautiful. Another thing, we need to make it structurally sound. And Sheldon was just mentioning, you can maybe repeat that, babe.
I think we need, our plan was to do window, and then have a bigger window across here like this. I think this has to stay, this and this, because this is the only thing running from top to bottom on either side that is actually structurally runs from top to bottom. So I'm saying we need to push our bigger windows this way, and then find something that's just gonna go in between here like this.
Okay, so how wide is that door? Because there is a window that I have that's three.
This door, the opening for this door is it's a 30. Well, it's 33 and a half inches.
33 and a half inches.
So
we put that.
My suggestion is running, running a plate right to the top from here, and from here. And then in between here, making something work. We're gonna have to put a header in here for this door. So, or just a small header, because you want to put your glass window thing in here.
Well, I don't think that we'll be able to put that glass window thing in there. That's where I'm gonna have to make a shift. What I'm thinking, okay, let's go to the drawing.
I mean, it would still look beautiful.
So what Sheldon was talking about is right now he wants to keep 2x4s moving all the way up, and that means this window is not gonna fit in there. Just looking at this right now, I would actually say then, is there a possibility that we could move these two windows in here?
Maybe. Or like what side? Like, this is this window right here.
Up there, up and down.
Well,
So he's talking, he just measured one of these windows and now he's measuring this and he's actually flipping it and seeing if it would work to just flip it and put it that way. I don't actually think that would work width-wise. I'm more worried width-wise.
well, width-wise we got lots, because it's only 28, right? Or whatever it is. Is it 28?
No, I don't think that we do have a lot.
It's 28, so it's less width than the door. But height-wise, you only got 55 and a half, which I think exactly what we have here.
Perfect, so that one's framed up.
You could actually put, well, this is 55 and a half I have here, and I need 54. That'd be tight. 54. We'd have 3/4 of an inch short.
Okay, but you're talking about that you wanted to put a header on top of that door yet. So if we miss if we don't put a header on that door, we would be able to fit that window in there straight up and down. So we just figured out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are all exactly the same windows. If we take this window and we flip it, we can put it right here and it will fit in. We have about a 1/2 inch room, 3/4 inch, like wiggle space. Which kind of sucks because I really wanted this stained glass right there. But then
I
again,
mean, we can do it. It's fine. I'm just telling you.
no, but I want to make sure that it's structurally
this will be
sound.
tight.
But I would rather do that than. Yeah, the reason why I wanted the stained glass was to kind of age the door and to just make it look a little more that it wasn't a steel door. But so drawing's changing. We're gonna move this thing right here. We're not gonna have that stained glass piece in there. But then I still need to, because we're gonna push everything in now. Okay, go back to the drawing board. So how's it working, babe?
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh yeah. One thing that is really positive is this time we're not gonna be cutting 4 times before we realize that we're finally at the right spot, eh?
Yeah.
So that's good. Bringing another board in, but it was crossed over. Are you asking me for everybody else's thing?
No, just wonder what you're doing.
I'm measuring everything out for shelving.
No, you're gonna cut them too.
I'm tired already.
Okay. Well, it's a beautiful day. It's snowing outside. We got shelter in here.
We just have a lot of snow.
There's a lot of snow.
And my nose is running. So it's not working.
You need to turn it on there.
What? It closed, okay?
Open it up.
Don't judge me.
That's good. Just need a little mark.
You always have a big red mark with a purple.
Watch out your head.
No, I know. With a marker. And I grabbed the pen. Which, by the way, it's a nice pen. I stole it from your bike shop.
Oh.
Okay. This is terrible.
Why?
Because if I lean on it and cut it, it's all hanging over and I have nowhere to go. We need to move this table. Don't worry, I'll do it by myself.
Good job.
Thanks, babe. I need to cut this way.
Okay. And we got 2 2x4s.
Because I'm left-handed.
You always want to cut. You always want to cut the side that's going off. You want to be on the opposite side of it so that the part that stays on. Because the part that falls off, because otherwise you get kickback on your.
I have no clue what you're saying, but it wasn't shops class one.
So you hold. So if you're cutting, is this the side that you are taking off?
This is the side I'm taking off.
Like that you're not going to use, right? So
Yeah.
this side has got more. This side has got more weight on it than that side. So if you are going to cut the opposite way, you could potentially, it could bow on you and then you get kickback on your saw. So you want to cut it this way, not this way. So that your piece falls off.
I seriously have no clue what you're saying.
Give her.
You know what? I gotta edit these videos so I could choose whether or not this is going in the video or not. So I'm just saying.
You sure can. Good job.
I don't have this muscle right here and this muscle right here. There's like no muscle there. Did you see how I struggled? I can't fight this that way.
You did a great job. I'm proud of you again.
Those are your
Yeah.
those ones. I'm not gonna be able to do many and I'll be shaking because
This one will be a little bit easier. You want me to hold it?
oh, that'd be great.
You hold it there.
I used to do that for you all the time.
I know, but I'm videotaping. I can't do 2 things at once.
Videotaping is more important than holding the board for
Yep.
me.
Yeah. I can feel it on the board.
How I shake?
Yeah.
Hate me when
You're good. You're doing great.
no, seriously, I hate being no one. I used to be strong.
Sorry, Biba.
It's okay, this is the only way I'm gonna get strong. Are you gonna help me again?
Yep. Move it.
I'm like halfway through and then I'm like, I can't do it.
You did good. I didn't even feel it that time.
My hand's frozen.
I didn't feel it that time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go and do these.
That's it. I'm going to get clamps. I am so desperate to help Sheldon, but I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to hold the 2x4 and cut it at the same time. So I know there are clamps in Sheldon's bike shop, so we'll get those. And I don't think it's gonna, that extra step is not going to be that big of a deal. But here we go. Hey, what's this? Yippee! It's our gooseneck kettle. Love it. Just check and make sure that it's actually in here. I feel something. There we go. Those are gonna help. Woohoo! There's a big gap. It would have way more effect if that was actually open. But there's absolutely nothing holding that wall up except for that right there. And then Sheldon added those two 2x4s there. But otherwise that wall is just hanging there. And now we can frame it up that it looks like that. And I've got a lot of pieces cut already, so let's do it. So my hair is frozen and it's just getting colder outside. Sheldon is nailing together the one last piece, and then we have these 4 windows framed up. We've been out here 2 hours and it is slow because we're nailing everything together by hand.
Old school.
What's that?
Old school.
Yeah, we're pretty old school. So
First world problems.
it could have happened, it could have been done within an hour, seriously. I was standing here at the table the entire time cutting. Once I got the clamp, it was a lot easier. I still had a couple things that I was struggling with, but Sheldon told me that he would give me, what did you say? I passed.
100%.
I got 100% on.
She did amazing on her cuts. She measured it all out for me. All I have to do is just keep on hammering the whole time.
And
just swinging the hammer.
And that's why Sheldon's saying, I'm done.
Yeah.
He is sick and tired of hammering. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Well, I'm cold. My fingers are frozen.
Yeah, it's cold. Woo! Okay, let's do that again. I will hold this piece. I think you're fighting against a nail. I can notice that my my nose is getting colder and colder and colder. So yeah. So we're gonna hammer in this last piece. It measures totally different, Sheldon.
What?
This is measuring totally different.
Why?
Well, look at this. Look at how much higher this one is than this. What in the world?
It's not that much higher.
Okay, you go take a look.
That's from the...
That's a lot higher.
Weird.
Why do you think that is?
So much.
It isn't? It looks pretty bad.
Maybe it is here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's at 29 again. It is too high.
This.
That's too high.
I just have to push this down.
Okay. Oh, do you know what I think it is? Do you see that this board right here is warped? It's coming up here. There's a gap there.
I'll hammer it in. I haven't nailed it all. It's because I was hammering everything by hand. So.
I know.
First world problems. Don't have my air anywhere. Push that in.
Okay, that's the end of the day, everyone. We have 8 windows framed up. And as you can tell, it's the wind is picking up. I am still so thankful that we left all this boarding on there because we would be freezing.
My,
like the
my
whole-
fingers are freezing to the...
Okay, babe, you need to take your hoodie off very carefully. Because, is that a hoodie or a zip up?
It's a hoodie.
You're gonna have to put it over your head? That could be interesting.
Why? What is
It is packed with snow. Oh, does that mean my hood is packed with snow too? There, in the mirror, there's snow on my hood. I need to go change. Okay, good luck. Don't get cold. Don't take all your shirts off.
Oh yeah, got
Well, it's another day and I forgot to sign off. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. We did get some work done. Very thankful for that. I'm having a rough day today, as you can tell. I am just lying here on the couch, but why not edit videos while I'm doing that? So before I leave, I want to remind you that you might have some limitations, but that does not mean that you're limited. Thanks for joining us.